Never mind, be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. Oh, I'm so mad I'm getting old. It makes me reckless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song when we were young.
I want to find out, you must have asked mommy or daddy, where the origin of your name is it African? Yahandje?
Yes, it is.
It is? From which part of Africa?
I'm not
You're not
even
sure? When you go back home, you ask mommy and daddy.
Man, let's Google it. Google
we'll
it.
Google it right now because I mean it is. I used to call it Yahandje.
Yeah. We had a lot of pronunciations for it, and then Crystal Cummins Beckles put us right, and even then we were feeling for it. But doesn't she look like a princess?
She certainly
Beautiful
does.
Child.
And the thing about it, we first met when I went off to the Queen's Park Steel Shed for the recordings when they were rehearsing, and this young lady was so confident in the way she spoke. You know, I got a chance to talk about telling them. But I saw the confidence coming out. So that's good for the Alleynian school.
Another
big one from the Alleynian school. Because yesterday we learned that Stiffy and a few other fellas who are doing well in the festival came from that school. And that's good. Now, let me talk a bit before we actually get into your material. How has the journey been up to this point?
The journey has been one that was great, I would say. It has been challenging, and there were ups and downs. Mm-hmm. But everything at this point is fine.
Good. And when did you realize that you had this talent for singing? It started at school. Did it start in church? Or did it start in the bathroom? Talk to me in the shower.
I would say that it started when I was only 8, but I used to go to school all the time, and I am very reserved, so no one knew that I
had that talent.
Sing. And then I started singing when I was only in class 3, and now I am continuing with it.
And we heard that you had that wonderful experience of passing through the Richard Stout Teen Talent Show. Now tell me about that, particularly in relation to Mr. Stout and his contribution and what he was able to give you in terms of your confidence and all that.
Mr. Stout was able to show me how to do certain things, well, put them on another level. He was able to make me even more confident than I am, because sometimes I felt the first time I went there, the first day I went there, I was kind of intimidated. I would not lie. Mm-hmm. I knew no one there. And now at 13, I was 12 at the time, and I knew no one there. But just after time, I got to know everyone, and it was then great. Journey went on.
What kind of music did you grow up listening to in your house? What did your parents play?
Well, my parents played stuff like R&B and pop. I would listen to that kind of stuff. But then when I had my own time, I would listen to Crystal Cummins Beckles, and Donella.
Right.
And those guys.
So always Calypso. You always had a love for Calypso.
Yes, I always had a love for it.
Reading?
Yes, I do read.
Okay. Right. Writing? Do you write your own stuff? Poetry?
No, I write poetry only on my spare time.
Okay.
It's just the emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you write about?
Well, when I write, it
depends.
It depends.
Yeah. Because, poetry, lyrics, big connection, huge connection. Some would say almost the same thing. So I'm trying to lead you in the direction of asking, have you ever considered writing your own material?
Yes, please, but the thoughts burn like wildfire.
Okay.
What do you mean by that?
Wow.
When I say wildfire, there's just so much going through my head at once. Where to start?
Well, just start. Buy a big book, a big journal, and just start. If you ever get the opportunity to have a chat with the mighty Gabby, he will tell you how many exercise books, plain old basic cheap exercise books. And he has has them filled with lyrics. As soon as a thought of a song comes into his head, he writes it down. Of course, he's forgetting we put down half of the exercise books, right? But no, seriously, he has, hundreds of exercise books. And just write down whatever comes into your head, write down, put a date, and move on.
Yes, please.
This song, The Dream, speaks of a better tomorrow, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
A tomorrow that you would like to see. And the song was written for you. How do you fit yourself, your personality, into this song when you're performing it, that part of you that's so special comes out?
Yes, because I personally, before I even got this song, I personally envisioned a brighter and a better tomorrow, because I was saying, as young as I am, I still have my views, and that was the way I wanted to put it out. And I was gifted in a way such that I could have put it out.
What are some of your views? Let's choose some topics. Cell phones in schools.
She smiles.
I ain't gonna start easy.
She smiles,
Sorry.
Carol.
Not gonna
But
start
she knows
easy.
all about it, so she will tell us her view.
Cell phones in schools? Well, I have absolutely... Well, my standings on the cell phones in schools, I have absolutely no problem. Once when I want to take in education, none don't ring out. Well, I am in the class trying to learn.
Yeah. We see all the videos posted on social media with school children fighting and all of that. And you sometimes think it happens every single minute of every single day at every single school with every single child. Is it as widespread as adults who are a little bit removed from it would think? Or is it, every once in a while?
Well, at my school where discipline is at a very high level, thanks to Madam Julia Beckles.
Great lady.
We do not have as much fights as normal schools will have. Well, we are normal, but it's just no time for that.
Because you're always occupied?
Always.
Lots of extracurricular
Yes,
things
yes.
like that. Okay. How do you personally deal with conflict? And okay, you're the reigning Richard Stout teen talent. That one, how she feels she's all that, she ain't all of that, and that kind of thing. How do you deal with that?
Conflict, well, I do handle it, I would say, on a scale 1 to 10, I handle it an 8 also. I prefer that is the time when my poetic side actually gets into action, because then I'm not the kind of person that will blast you.
Okay.
I prefer then I will write and keep my thoughts to myself.
Okay. But I don't want to know what's going through your head, right?
But later in life, you have to understand that you can't internalize. A lot of that is going to raise your blood pressure. So there must be a way out of conflict resolution. And I think that's really important. Now, in terms of your parents and your family, that support, you seem to be getting a great deal of support from family and mommy and daddy and those close to you. How important is that for you?
Well, it is very important, because when I leave home to go perform, my mom is always telling me, put my best foot forward, and everyone is there, and everyone is like, well, put your best foot forward. What you did last week, you could even remember and better from it, or sometimes forget, even if we made a mistake. But she just wants me to put my all into it, because she understands that I loved it.
Yeah. When was the first time that you thought, I can sing? And I must tell you that I envy you. I think the gift of singing is one of the most amazing gifts that God can give anyone. And I really wish I could sing. I'm good friends with Paula. And sometimes I call her and I say, just sing. We see each other, I say, sing something. She's like, just so? I think it's an amazing gift. Wish I had it. I can't sing a note. When did it occur to you, I can sing?
Well, I could have sing This Is Long. I am 13. I only allowed people to know that I could sing from age 8 also, but
Yeah.
I was just since age
And they were sounding right to you.
Yes, please. Because my house music is all over. I can remember singing in Sunday school. I still do,
Yes.
but like we would learn songs and then sing with the choir and stuff, and then I developed an ear for music, and I just love it.
Wow.
Is this something that you remember? You remember this?
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
I can come back after that. We're going to come back and talk to you about this one. It's 6 minutes away from 3 o'clock.
A firm foundation my parents set for me. Always be the best you could be. No time for liming, your brain is a masterpiece. Set your goals and follow your dreams. So I find it hard to believe that a young child like me don't know what they want in life. Just go through phase after phase and wasting away your time when teacher asks you, this is how you reply. Do you want to be a doctor? I don't know. Do you want to be a lawyer? I don't know. Not preacher or accountant? I don't know. Do you plan to sell insurance? I don't know. No dreams or ambitions. That's why you're young. I reckon something is wrong. Something is wrong with that. Something is wrong with that. Something is wrong with that. Something's so wrong. Too many children with each day at school, giving trouble playing the fool. Too many victims of peer pressure I see. That could never be my story. So I find it hard to accept when you're failing every time. But the latest pop song you know. Don't apply yourself to achieve. You're just moving with the flow. When teacher asks you, no interest to the show. Do you want to go to UWE? I don't know. Monarch, St. Augustine? I don't know. SJPP or skills training? I don't know. Architecture, engineering? I don't know. No dreams or ambitions. That's why you're young. I reckon something is wrong. Something is wrong with that. Something is wrong with that.
Wow, we're in the studio with Yahandje. She is a finalist for this year's Scotiabank Junior Calypso Monarch competition. She's also the reigning Teen Talent?
Yes, please.
Teen Talent winner in the which age group?
I did both after I had won the young one, the 6 to 12. Then I was automatically eligible for the other one.
Yeah.
And I ended up winning
And
everything.
you won that one as well. Now, you were telling me about the scenario last year with this one, Junior Calypso Monarch Finals. Repeat exactly what you said to Larry and me.
I said that I was full of adrenaline. I felt like a balloon that was pricked.
You were all over the place.
Yes, please.
Wow. Now, what did that teach you?
It taught me that with singing there are do's and don'ts, because after that performance I could tell you I was drained. I felt like if I was pumped up, then prick.
Yeah.
Yes, I was so tired.
So you're pacing yourself
Yes,
more this
please.
year. Okay.
We've had guests on this program for Crop Over who were adults, my dear, who did not exude your confidence, who did not choose your style of communication. She said she felt as though she was
Lyrics.
So, yeah.
Lyrics.
So clearly, you sound to listeners, I think you're seeing that in the chat too.
Yes, I am.
Carol,
They're
that
loving her.
You know that she is sounding more mature than you really, are at this stage, and that's really good. I hope that you will hold on to that confidence and take it with you, and don't allow negatives in your life to derail you. I want to find out in terms of, as a Bajan, when you look around this country, a young Barbadian going through problems now economically and socially, what are your peers saying about the adults and what is happening in Barbados now? One of your peers in the Calypso arena, a young lady who we chatted with as well, Lady Nikita, talked about a letter to the minister. What are the young people saying about what's happening, and older people like myself and the government? Tell me, you sound as though you have your finger on the pulse of all that.
When you say what the young people are saying, well, basically at school, the environment that, well, I could say this age is basically social media. It's just technology. So everything is just at the click of a finger. So everyone knows and is aware of everything that happens. So the children will be like, Yahandje, what are you singing about this year? They want to know what topics I'll be spanning on and what I will be talking about in my commentary. That's all they really would like to know sometimes.
And they have opinions too.
Yes, they do have opinions, because when I can remember when I had first carried to school the lyrics for the song last year, everybody was like, how you doing? I was like, I have the capacity too,
Did any of their opinions that they expressed, or any of the things that were concerning them, make it into your song? So it's not just representative of you, but representative of other children like you.
Well, this year my song does entail some of their visions.
Good.
I would say when I said I see children protecting each other, and children on every course, people on every course at Harvard and Oxford. Yes.
One of my favorite lines actually in that song. Yeah, because you start off with the despair, but why it works is because you end up with hope.
Yes,
Yeah.
the
You end up
positivity.
with the the positivity. You end up with hope, and it's a beautiful song, way outside of any competition. It's a song that deserves to be played, regularly.
Indeed.
Yeah. Do you remember the first time you heard it on the radio?
Yes, please. I was home when the first time I heard my song was, when was this? When it was first or second tent, when the tents were playing. So I listened and I listened and I listened. It was like, oh, it sounds so good. It's so good. Mommy on the radio.
Sounds so good.
Have you been like driving in a car going somewhere and you hear the announcer say, and now we're going to take you to the Scotia
Every
Bank?
morning I have to wake up. I was like, Annie Carroll going to play my song this morning.
Wait, don't
That's
talk
at my
about.
home.
Yes, I do. And the thing about it is that I don't know you, don't know your parents or anything, but the song is really inspirational. So yes, I do. On most mornings, I say, play this little girl. This little girl is something else, because your personality comes through in the music. So
That's right.
I'm not surprised. I was not expecting a shy little girl to walk in here. I was really expecting the confident princess that walked in, because it comes through in your music.
Yes, please. I am always bursting with confidence.
What do you do when you're not doing music, you don't have school, and you can just relax? Are you a normal girly girl, or are you a normal tomboy girl? Which one?
I must start by saying I am a normal girly girl. I like my conversations. I too love to talk.
I love it. Just
She
so
loves
I
to
do
talk.
love to talk. But how are you talking? You're talking face to face, or you're talking like how y'all talk nowadays with these things and your fingers going fast like grasshoppers' legs, and all of these words that are just consonants and very few vowels?
No, when I do use social media, I do use it in a way that they do understand what I am saying. And at school, I don't practice what I don't normally do. So when the simple things like you, I prefer to type out the 3 letters rather than just the
Yes.
consonant,
They
because
must think you
at
are.
school at school, if I dare do that, it's penalizing.
Yeah. How so?
I mean, with English, I do respect my English teacher because she is very firm with what she does. And she just wants us to be the best that we can be. So she does.
So you can't take no
enforce-
abbreviations. U is Y-O-U.
No, U is Y-O-U.
Alrighty then, 12 minutes after 3, we've met some amazing young people.
I tell you.
On Fireworks this year, Larry,
Yeah.
and this evening is certainly no exception. A Scotiabank Junior Calypso Monarch finalist, Yahandje, and she's also the reigning Richard Stout Teen Talent winner in both age groups. You were telling me that you sang at Richard Stout a combination of songs by Adele.
Yes, and I did, what was that song? To come back to memory, but yes, Adele was part and parcel.
Adele?
Yes.
Adele has a voice that is big as the universe, child. Adele?
Yes.
Wow. You know my next comment. I want to hear some. You want to hear some?
Yeah.
Let me be young. Let me photograph you in this light in case it is the last time. Let me might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. Oh, I'm so mad I'm getting old. It makes me reckless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song when we were young.
What? Wait. Hold on. Don't make me cry, girl. Lord have mercy.
That's why
Wow.
you're one.
Wow. I'm cold, I'm hot, and everything. Wow.
I remember
Say something, Larry.
I remember having her in the studio Saturday morning, and when she started to sing, you know, it thrilled you from the top of your head, you know. I wasn't familiar with the song myself.
Child science?
Yeah, but I said, talent galore.
Science?
Yeah, and of course, a lot of this that you were seeing, this confidence and sounding more mature than her age is, comes from a solid form.
Filled with love and support.
Yes, you could
and
see that.
discipline. Oh, yes. But science? Well, let me sound a little morbid, because if I can tell you, if you don't do something with that voice, you'll be singing while dissecting the body, and they'll get right back up. When they hear that voice, they will get right back up. Let me take it. Somebody found my dude. Wow. That was amazing.
Yeah.
And I am hardly ever at a loss for words. Ask Larry. I always have a comeback. Don't have a lot this afternoon.
really
That
does.
was, and at 13 years old. Now, have you thought of a plan? Okay, so it's music. I'm going to do some training. I'm going to do this. I'm going to leave Barbados or stay in Barbados. Have you begun to work out a plan?
Well, basically here now in music, I want to be able to arrange my own music and compose my own music. That's what I want to do. That's the next step.
Arrange and compose.
Yes.
And who would you want to work with locally?
Locally,
Have you begun to think about that or do your research?
well, I haven't begun to think about that, but right now I'm with good people,
Good.
as Beijing say, good people.
Yes. You should see her face when she does that. You got a team.
Good people, yes.
Excellent. Well, please explore it. I think a gift like that is just too big, too huge, too beautiful not to share
share,
with
that's
the rest of the world. And as I told you, I envy you even more now. And envy is not a trait that I like to practice. But that voice, if I had that voice, I'd never go to sleep. Call me and say, hello, I start to sing, hello, how are you?
What
Wrong
about
number.
you're playing any instrument? You have any desire to play the piano, the violin, the
tell you this, you may laugh. I have an acoustic guitar at home.
You do.
I have been into this because I have been vocal training with Marissa.
Oh.
And I was at vocal training, and then she gave me this guitar, and then I carried it home. But then every time I saw a vocal training up, there was just another song to learn.
So you haven't gotten all, you haven't started to deal with that yet. You're only 13. You have all your life ahead of you, girl.
This is. Out of all of the artists locally, who would you like to meet?
Locally.
You haven't met us yet.
Locally. I haven't met Nikita, and I am waiting.
You want to meet Nikita? I promise you. That's my gift to you. I will. What do you say? You have people? I have people. I have people. And I will ensure that you meet Nikita. And she's a gorgeous girl. Beautiful inside and out. So that's my gift to you. We're going to meet Nikita. All right?
Yes, we.
Later on in life, you've heard about the sweet soca, the party Monarch, and the other areas, the other genres that we hold on so firmly to at Pop Over. You want to dabble in any of those? I didn't mention Bashman.
I just need a rhythm.
Are you gone?
Wait.
As soon as you get rid of, you will admit what am I hearing at all? This young lady is saying, Carol, all she wants is a rhythm.
Stefan Walcott.
You're serious?
But what sort of lyrics now are you talking about?
Oh, very clean.
When I say lyrics, none of a vulgar nature. I mean, my lyrics must have I don't want to say a storyline, one that people can follow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that it does make sense.
Okay. And what are some of the topics you would want to talk about?
I'm not even sure,
Okay.
but it must be of a positive light.
Bring a rhythm, Carol.
So you intend to be in this for a while?
Yes, please. I love the arts.
I get the impression that you think in sciences because you're good at them, and you are thinking, which is very good, that you want a fallback position just in case. But that music, you can't keep quiet with that voice, girl, I tell you.
But you know, mommy and daddy will insist that she gets on with her studies and move the entertainment and studies together if possible, you know. And that would be very, very good. I just really want to commend you for your maturity and the way that you are really committed, one, to family, because we're hearing so much about your family. A lot of this we've not shared on air. We've been talking while the songs have been playing, but clearly you come from a home where there's a very solid platform on which to build in terms of your siblings and your responsibility as a 13-year-old, you know, and also your commitment to the art form. And somewhere in there, I'm getting a sense that you are very much committed to your school.
Yes, I am.
You spoke highly of your English teacher, etc. You know, what about sports? Are you one involved in sports? You're going to be doing high jumping for the school, athletics?
Probably if my physical education teacher could hear this now, he would laugh.
Yeah? Why?
Because I would say personally, I am a lazy bum.
Wow, after all of that.
Well, do you have your headset on?
Yes, please.
Right, so you were telling us about the one person, the one local artist you haven't met yet that you really want to meet, and who was that?
Nikita.
Why do you want to meet Nikita?
Because Nikita's voice just, I don't know, it just ignites the whole idea of this singing. I just feel like Nikita has such a strong voice. Like when she sang that song with Carrie Fester, fell in love.
Fell in love. Well, hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
How are you?
I am great.
This is Nikita. There's a young lady here who wants to meet you.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm fine.
Bring me to, you had to shed a little tear there just now. Super sweet and very nice to meet you. I hope I can meet you in person sometime.
I wish to.
So we have to arrange that. By the way, congratulations, Nikki, on making it to the Sweet Soca finals.
Yes, please. Thank you so much to you and your team there too as well. Your advice really helped.
Great.
And I'm super, super happy it paid off.
Wonderful. So I'll just be trying to work with both of you to get a physical meeting going, but I just thought that the two of you should have a little love fest on fireworks first, and then you can meet each other in person.
That is no problem at all.
All right. She's here with her mouth open. So before a fly goes in, let me get her to say bye-bye because I know you're busy. Are you on the air at the moment?
No, I am just now catching some food before gym later.
Okay. Alrighty then. Say bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All the best of the season. Happy crop over to you.
Thank you.
Alrighty then. So, you're good.
Yes, please.
She says she's a lazy bum in athletics, but she's a bright young lady. And a lot of Barbadians listening today, I'm sure, will be thoroughly impressed, you know.
And I think it's always good to have a reminder, like a chat with Yahandje, a chat with Kerry Gooden, a chat with Mr. Personality, because we in the media, we spend a lot of time, and it's not a right or a wrong thing, but we spend a lot of time and we give a lot of exposure to what is negative with our young people.
Yes.
And it's always to step back a bit and remind ourselves that we have an amazing generation of young people who have brilliant ideas, who have great talent, and who just need love and support and guidance. And let me tell you, meeting you has been an inspiration for me, and I'm old enough to be, well, your cousin, I suppose.
Thank you.
Yahandje, thank you very much for being here.
Wonderful, my dear. Best of luck.
Best of luck
in the finals.
Thank you.
And we'll be watching you. Do you want to send shout outs to anyone?
I want to say good afternoon to my mom and all my family that are listening out. Good afternoon to everyone that can hear me. And I want to lead this statement with the ones that are just as young as I am. Keep striving for excellence and never give up.
Alrighty then. Wow. Gotta love her. Yahandje, Scotiabank Junior Calypso Monarch finalist.
Citizens don't know what to do. So when I lay
It is called